This makes it super easy to sell your services, digital and physical products. But if you're looking for an actual sales funnel capability, then Squarespace is a little lacking in that department. And that's where Thrivecart comes in. Thrivecart is a checkout platform, but you can use it to build a very powerful sales funnel for your course, group program, or any other type of informational product that you might have. Now, Thrivecart by default acts as a checkout platform, which means that when somebody clicks on a buy button, they are taken from your Squarespace website to Thrivecart checkout page. But if you want to keep things more branded and if you want to minimize the amount of steps or clicks that visitors have to go through, you can embed Thrivecart checkout right on your Squarespace website. And in this tutorial, I will show you how to do it. If you're new to this channel, my name is Ana Lea. I am the owner and designer behind Lea Design Studio, where I create custom Squarespace templates, courses, and resources to help you look great online. And here on this channel, I share tech and marketing tips to help you work smarter and not harder. So if that is something that interests you, hit that subscribe button. And now let's dive into the tutorial. So I'm over here on one of my template websites, and since this template actually comes with a built-in sales page, I'm going to use that to demo how to embed Thrivecart checkout into your Squarespace website. So for the purposes of this, I'm going to go to Thrivecart, and I'm going to use a duplicate of a product that I already have, and I'm going to customize the checkout first to make sure that it can be embedded into Squarespace. So for that, I'm going to go to Edit, and I'm going to go over to the Checkout tab. Now, you might have noticed that if you're using Thrivecart, that they released new templates. So it doesn't really matter which you use, whether you use the new templates or the legacy templates, both have the option to be embedded in your website. So I'm going to click on Browse Gallery. Yes, I understand. And if you're using the legacy, you would choose Embeddable, Classic. And if you're using the new forms, click over to Embeddable, and then you will be able to choose an embeddable form. So for the purposes of this tutorial, I'm going to use this dummy product that I have created, and I'm going to show you how you can show Thrivecart checkout on your Squarespace website. Now, there are two ways to do this. You can do this as a button where the checkout form triggers when somebody clicks a button on your website, or you can do this by embedding the checkout straight into your sales page. So let's walk through both options. So I'm going to click on Edit, and I'm going to go straight over to the Checkout tab, and I'm going to click on Launch Editor, and for this one, I have selected the embeddable option. So let me show you real quick. So essentially, you would click on Browse Gallery, click Yes, I understand, and then click on Embeddable. And then you can choose any of the templates here. Or if you're using the legacy template, then you would select the embeddable classic format here, or the embeddable legacy, depending on which one you're using. I'm not going to go into too many details on how to customize your checkout in Thrivecart. I have a separate tutorial that walks you through Thrivecart features and how to set it up that you can check out. In this tutorial, I just want to show you the tech bits of embedding Thrivecart onto your Squarespace website. So I'm going to go over to New, Embeddable, and I'm going to select this embeddable form. Again, I'm not going to walk you through customizing this. The only thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to click on this form and make sure that it's set to single step because I want the payment information to be immediately visible. So now I'm going to click Next. Again, I'm not going to explain how to customize your success page. We're just going to click Next, and then I'm going to click Save and Get URL. And now Thrivecart is going to give us a code that we can embed into our website. So I'm going to click Copy Embed Code. I'm going to go over to our sales page on the template that I have here. And let's pretend I want to add it all the way at the bottom. So instead of this section, I would add a new section with the embedded cart. So I'm going to duplicate this, and then I'm going to delete these pricing tables, and I'm going to add a block, more specifically a code block, and I'm going to paste it where I want the checkout to appear. So I'm going to make it nice and wide like that. And then I'm going to click the pencil icon to edit, delete the dummy text, and paste the code that Thrivecart gave us. And then I'm going to save and exit. So now if we scroll down, you will see that the checkout from Thrivecart has been embedded here, and all they really have to do is fill in their contact information and submit payment. Now, another way to do this is to have the checkout appear once they click a button. So I'm going to show you how to do next, but first let me delete this section, and I'm going to click save and then exit. So the other way to do this, I'm going to click on Edit Product Settings and go to Checkout. And this time I'm going to Browse Gallery and I'm going to click on Model. And again, I'm choosing the first one here. And this gives you the preview of how it will look when somebody clicks a button. Now, the only thing that I want to show you and essentially make you aware is that if you want to customize the pop-up itself, you can do so by clicking on any elements in the pop-up in the model itself, like you would normally customize the checkout page in Thrivecart. However, if you want to customize the button that will trigger this pop-up, then you have to click outside of it over here on this darkened area of the screen. And here you can control how wide you want the pop-up to be, like so. If you want to add any border radius or remove it, if you want to have an overlay, this dark overlay like this, and if you want to blur the page or not, if you want to add a box shadow or not. And then if you want to customize the button, you need to click this Customize Pop-up Trigger. And this is going to give you the option to customize the button. And you have several options here. You can choose a button, an image, or a text link. I'm going to click Button. And then to customize the button, I'm going to click on it. And let's say I want it to be standard size. And I'm going to change the color like so. And you can even customize the font, but this looks fine. And I'm going to say enroll now, like so. And then I'm going to click next. Make sure that this looks the way I want it to. Click next, next. And again, I'm not showing you how to customize the success page. We're just going to click complete, save and get URL. And then Squarespace is going to give us the embed code again. So I'm going to click copy embed code, go over to my sales page, click edit, and I'm going to add a block, a code block again. And this time I want to add it at the top. And make sure to repeat this as many times as you have buttons. So if you have multiple buttons on your Squarespace website, you will have to replace them with Thrivecart buttons throughout your site, throughout your page. I'm going to paste the code that Thrivecart gave us, and I'm going to click save and then exit. And now, as you can see, the button is showing up, and when we click on it, the Thrivecart checkout should load, and they can fill it out and check out right on our website without having to go to Thrivecart and be confused on what's happening. And that's it for this week's tutorial. And if you're looking for an actual walkthrough of the entire Thrivecart platform, I do have a video that walks you through the most important steps of getting set up with Thrivecart that I will leave a link to that you can go watch next. And if you're looking for help on how to actually launch your Squarespace website, I have a free masterclass that walks you through those steps that I will leave a link to in the description below. So be sure to check that one out too. That's it for today, and I'll see you next time.